Welcome to Geometry. Today we're going to talk about equations of circles. The standard form for circles is right here. It is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where the center is at hk and the radius is r. So what we're going to do is we're going to write an equation for a circle when we're given the center and the radius. So for the first problem, the center is -2, 4, and we're told d is 4. Well, d would stand for our diameter. So if the diameter is 4, that means our radius is 2, and we get that by just dividing by 2. So we just plug everything in. The center is our hk, and radius is 2. So here we have x minus h is -2 squared plus y minus k is 4 squared equals r 2 squared. Now to simplify, we wouldn't write x minus a -2, so we'd say x plus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared, and 2 squared is really 4. So here's our circle in standard form. Second example, we're centered at the origin. The origin is just the point 0, 0. So that's going to be our h and our k. So then we'll follow our formula. X minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared is equal to r squared, or 3 squared. Well, x minus 0 is really just x. So this is x squared plus y minus 0 is really just y. So x squared plus y squared is equal to 9. So there's our equation of our circle centered at the origin and with a radius of 3. Third example, we could have a diameter with endpoints of 2, 7 and -6, 15. So what we need to realize here is the center is the same exact thing as the midpoint of the diameter. So we're going to use our midpoint formula, which is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, and that will help us find the center. So here our x1 is 2 and our x2 is -6. So 2 plus -6 divided by 2. Our y1 is 7, our y2 is 15, so 7 plus 15 divided by 2. 2 plus -6 is -4. -4 over 2 is -2. 7 plus 15 is 22. 22 divided by 2 is 11. So our center is at -2, 11. Now our radius would be from the center point to the end point. Well, here we're given 2 endpoints, so we'll use one of those points with the center, and we're going to find the distance. So we'll need our distance formula, which would be x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, or the square root of the change of x squared plus the change of y squared. So if we're using the center point of -2, 11 and the end point of 2, 7, our x's change from -2 to +2, so a total of 4, so 4 squared, plus our y's change from 11 to 7, a total of 4, so 4 squared. 4 squared is 16, so we have 16 plus 16, which is the square root of 32, is our r. Now we just take that and plug that into our formula, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, with the center being hk. So this would be x minus a -2 squared plus y minus 11 squared equals our r is the square root of 32 squared. X minus a -2 we'd write as x plus 2 squared plus y minus 11 squared equals the square root of 32 squared is just 32. Recall, when you take the square root of some number and you square it, those items cancel. Now we're going to graph. So here we're given the equation and we want to graph it. So we're going to determine the center and then the radius. So the center is hk. So if we look at our standard form, hk, it's minus. So if this says x plus 2, our h would have to be a -2, y minus 3, so our k is 3. So that's our center. Our radius, 16, is r squared. So to take the square root of 16 to get the radius, and the radius is 4. So we're going to graph the center at -2, +3. So right here. And then from here, we're going to go out 4 each way. 1, 2, 3, 4, put a point. 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 Then you take those 4 points and you try to connect them as best as you possibly can and make it a circle. So there's our circle. Not a great circle, but it's a circle. Same thing for the next one. Y minus 3, so our h would be 3. Or x minus 3, so our h would be 3. There's nothing attached to the y, so our k is 0. And this is 9, so the square root of 9 is 3, so the radius is 3. So we'll start by plotting the point 3, 0. And then we go out 3 each way. Once we've done that, we take our 4 points and we connect them and make them into a circle. So that is everything we need to know for this class about equations of circles.